I want to share about how to help a loved one if they are suffering from addiction. Now, I work as a life coach and sober coach, helping those with mental illness and addiction and just giving them the courage and the hope and the potential to rebuild their lives. I also wrote the book, Depression, Bipolar, and Heroin, A Guide to Dealing with Mental Illness and Addiction. And one of the key steps are these 5 tools, which I'm going to share with you now. The first is to admit to yourself that the person you care about is really struggling. Many people see their loved one, smoking pot every day, and it's not a big deal, or they see them having a few drinks each night and they kind of brush it under the table, or maybe they're doing cocaine once in a while, which becomes doing it more often, or they're shooting heroin, or they're taking opiates. If your loved one is really dealing with addiction, you have to admit to yourself that they have a very severe issue. They can minimize it and say it's not a big deal, but you have to admit to yourself that your loved one has an addiction. The second step is to get as much information as you can. This includes reading as many books as you're able, going online, reading articles and information, and all the wealth of knowledge that is out there about addiction, learning about it, becoming familiar, and kind of understanding what it is you're going up against. The third step is to bring in professional help. This means calling a psychiatrist, or calling a therapist, or finding a rehab facility, or an interventionist, or someone that can help guide you as you learn how to help the person you care about. Because sometimes someone with experience and knowledge can give you inside information of how to handle different situations because they've been through them before. They've dealt with them many, many times, and they know how to help you. The fourth step is to figure out how to get some faith in your life. If you don't believe the person you love is going to get better, if you have no faith in God or hope, there's no ability for them to recover. If you're just saying, I don't care, maybe they'll get better, maybe not, I don't believe they'll ever stop, you have to get yourself to the place where you believe in them and you will keep going. The fifth step is part of that fourth step. It's when you believe in your loved one, never giving up on them. They might end up, having 30 or 40 relapses before they finally get sober for good. Now, that might sound horrible, and you might say, hey, 30 or 40 relapses, that's tremendously negative, but the reality is, if they got it on the 41st time and rebuilt their life, many people stay sober for years and years and even the rest of their lives after they finally fell to their bottom point. In my own life, I lost my little brother at 27 to a heroin overdose, and I always tried to help him. I always encouraged him. He would never accept my help fully, but I would keep trying. If he were alive today, I would keep going, keep persisting, never give up. I always filled him up with love and told him how much I cared about him, how much I wanted him to change. He made the poor choice of continuing to use drugs, and he died at 27 of a heroin overdose. But in your own life, it doesn't have to happen to your family member. It doesn't have to go on. And when you take the right steps, you can get them on track. We do a lot of work helping people with addiction and mental health issues. We do a coaching service. We'll guide you, we'll encourage you, we'll mentor you, and we'll help you make positive change. We also have that awesome book, Depression, Bipolar, and Heroin, which you can get on my website and on Amazon. Please come to the website, bipolaronline.com, and learn about the tools we offer. It's called bipolaronline.com, and I hope for you or your loved one that they get their life on track. It's a long, tough road, and those who have been through addiction know that it's not easy and it doesn't always happen instantly. But if you will take the right steps and really work on it, I've seen people with addiction get their lives together and end up being awesome people. They inspire others, they help others, and they become great members of the community. So I want to tell you to check out bipolaronline.com. I hope this video reaches you at a time where you needed some encouragement, some hope, because when you're facing tough times, having hope is a huge factor in keeping a good attitude and just pressing forward. I want to thank you, and you can find out if you want to contact me or have questions, go to bipolaronline.com, and I'd love to talk to you and see if I can help your family member. So thanks for watching this video. Have a great day.